Beaver Creek turning it over to Springboro in their zone again. And Chase moving up to Haywood. Haywood, a long cross ice pass in the neutral zone to Hayden, and offsides on JP. So there's a little bit of a delay in Hayden getting control of it, and I believe JP anticipated being able to move a little bit quicker, drawing the offsides. All right, face-off won by Springboro. Bump back to Cannon Brown. Cannon looks for the long cross-ice pass, intercepted by Beaver Creek. The deflection, though, goes right back to Springboro. Springboro and Beaver Creek trading it through the neutral zone right now. It's at center ice. Oh, Matthew Haywood picking it up. He's got one defender between he and the net. Tried to pass around him and wasn't able to get back. Good, solid defensive play. Chase Neuroth keeps the puck in the Springboro end, and JP now moving it up and falling down, but knocking it back to the corner while he's doing that and able to keep it in the zone. Chase able to keep it in the zone there, breaking Springboro's clearing attempts. Looks like Zach Briding trying to get the puck, and the Springboro works around him. Chase doing a lot of work out here trying to keep control of the puck and moving it up and around. He's now moving it in, takes the shot. Oh my goodness, that was a holy cats almighty, to borrow a phrase from Kent. That was a really nice shot from top of the circle. Beat the Springboro goaltender, who I think is Landon Schroeder, over his right side, his stick side, high on the stick side. May have been screened just a little bit by the defender, but definitely a really nice goal, and restores Beaver Creek's lead back to 3, 5-2. 10:54 remaining in the third period, remaining in the game. Ethan Malik at center for the face-off. Springboro trying to bust in around him, and Hayden Drake breaking up their play. Hayden working to keep control of it behind the board, behind the net along the boards. Oh, Springboro got it right in the low slot and was able to try and get a shot off. Talon with a really nice save off his chest protector. Rebound bounced out and around the net. Springboro's got two players back there trying to get control over it. And it's a great opportunity. Looks like Huss had an excellent opportunity on the open side, just unable to capitalize on it. So really nice job of Talon getting his blocker back over there and stopping that. Got a stoppage of play. Face-off is going to be to his left. Looks like Liam Corrigan taking the face-off here. Brian Scott and I think Matthew Haywood. Nope, I'm not sure. Oh, Brian Scott's out there. Andrew Vandenboss, and I'm not sure who the other forward is. Liam, Scott, and Vandenboss. Okay, those are your three forwards right now, with Drake and Vandenboss on defense. And quick line change. I think you'll see Coach pushing for really quick line changes here in the third. Keep the players' skates fresh, so almost every stoppage should be a change. It is 5-on-5 hockey, and Chase Neuroth winning the face-off. Matthew skating it up, and Chase stretching to keep on sides yet again, this time successfully. Shot was blocked wide and is now being skated back by Springboro. Hayden beating Springboro to the puck, and it's knocked out of the zone. Springboro's got it at neutral zone. JP putting a lot of pressure on the skaters, trying to get the turnover, and Hayden breaking up the pass. Oh man, it's one of those where just not quite sure where the puck went. So Chase was looking left, puck went right, and looks like an offsides on Springboro. Sometimes you anticipate the puck going one way and a deflection takes it the other, and it takes a second to figure out that it's not where you thought it was going to be, and that's exactly what happened there. Beaver Creek doing a line change. This is a face-off just outside the Beaver Creek zone for the Springboro offsides. Looks like Tyler's moving it up and gets squeezed along the boards. Chase now putting pressure on it. Tyler almost able to block it at the blue line, but just went wide of him. Curve is putting a lot of pressure on Springboro, trying to get them to disrupt their play. Double teaming Springboro to strip the puck away from him, gets bumped back in. Now Hayden deep in the offensive zone, working on trying to get the puck from him. We have Briding and Schrader back on defense, breaking up the play. Springboro trying to get a shot off, unable to. Up. Puck bounced out. They were able to get the shot in, and a blocker save by Talon. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. Beaver Creek holding strong. Another line change. I think just about everybody's getting ice time today, so it's good to see all the players are at the level where coach is comfortable skating them all. Okay, the clearing pass went over a Springboro stick and down for an icing, so the face-off will come back deep to the Beaver Creek zone. But it is taking some time off the clock, so that's to Beaver Creek's advantage. Anything we can do to stretch this 5-2 lead. We are still even strength. All right. Face-off cleanly won by Chase Neroff. Off to one of the wingers. Around the back of the net, moved up to Matthew. Matthew bumped it up to Chase. Chase has one defender between he and the goal. Pushed to the side and turned over to Springboro. Springboro's trying to come back 3-on-3. And Hayden is able to get possession of that, break up the rush. And now the puck is just changing hands in the neutral zone. Chase has it in the Creek zone, turned over to Springboro, to Beaver Creek to Springboro. One of those kind of rallies. Looking for Beaver Creek to get and maintain control. Moved up and out of the zone. Matthews got it, moving up the right side. He's got Chase on the left and offsides. So this will be an offsides call on Beaver Creek. He'll be on the Springboro side of the center line, just out the outside of the Springboro zone. Looks like Ethan Malik's back to center for this. He's got Andrew Vandenbos to the right and Curve Miller to the left. Bryden and Calander to the back on defense. Well, I apologize if I'm butchering Tyler's last name. I can't remember how Kent pronounces it, and it's different than how I would have thought, so I'll ask him after the game when all the damage is done. Andrew moving up, putting pressure on Cannon Brown, trying to get possession. Puck drops in front of him, back and forth. Drew's got it again, moving up with Ethan Malik. Takes a shot, blocked by Cannon. And looks like Tyler at the blue line, unable to keep it in. It pops up over his shoulder. It's in deep. Drew's going for it. He's got a little bit of room on the left side. Oh, center back to Ethan. Ethan up to Drew. And back, Springboro is able to break out of their zone. So a good scoring opportunity, defeated by some solid defensive play on Springboro's point. Shot goes just across the front of the crease. Luckily, Springboro didn't have anybody there. Otherwise, that could have been bad. And the puck stopped and caught by Talon for a stoppage of play. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game. And the face-off will be just to the right of Talon. Beaver Creek doing a good job of keeping their skaters fresh. Lots of line changes. We probably have double the number of players on the bench that Springboro does. Shot from the high point, just wide. Talon snags it out of the air and brings it back for another stoppage. Yeah, counting, looks like Springboro's got 6 players on the bench, and Beaver Creek's got 10 plus a spare goalie. So definitely an advantage on keeping legs fresh in that regard. Beaver Creek clears the puck out of the zone. Springboro clears the offsides, giving Beaver Creek a little bit of a chance to put something together. Beaver Creek getting possession. Looks like Zachary Vandenboss, I believe, sends it up, looking for Chase Nearoth, but intercepted by Springboro. Vandenboss over to Drake. Drake up to Nearoth. Nearoth is skating up the right side. Good defensive pressure, keeps him from being able to get a shot, pushes him to the corner for a turnover. Springboro coming back, and kind of a cross-ice pass, but behind, slowed everything down, breaking up their play. Chase now moving it up the left side and looking for Matthew Haywood, but getting intercepted by Springboro, who is now skating it back. Gavin with the shot in, and a nice stop and cover for stoppage by Talon. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. Beaver Creek still holds the lead 5-2 in the third period. Beaver Creek won our last outing against Springboro, if memory serves correct, but I think we were split on the season before that, so this will put us in Beaver Creek's favor for the series. We're at the Ehrnfelt tournament. Springboro is in the Swashel League with Beaver Creek, Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League. I don't know if this will count as a league game or not, so I'll have to check with Coach on that when we're doing statistics on the season. All right, Andrew Vandenboss knocks the puck out, captured by Springboro in the neutral zone. They skated in for a shot, and Talon has a nice save, closing his leg pads up and denying the 5-hole on that shot. Springboro is definitely keeping the pressure up. They have not given up the fight on this. It'd be dangerous to assume they would. And Beaver Creek looks like they're staying tough. Congratulating Talon on a solid game so far. This is Talon's first season with us. He and Gabe have been switching off goaltending responsibilities for the season. I believe you'll probably see Gabe tomorrow morning. Gabe is dressing on the bench in case anything were to happen, but looks like Talon will finish out the game strong. We're fortunate to have a team with two strong goaltenders. Just looking again at Springboro, they have Landon, who's a great goaltender, but he's just one. So anything were to happen, get tired, get injured, or anything else, it makes it difficult on what you're going to do to replace him. So Beaver Creek deep in the zone, knocks it out. Hayden able to keep it in, and then Springboro does succeed in getting it out. Hayden and Vandenboss back in defense. Hayden now moving up the right-hand side. Working, takes a little shot between the defender's legs and goes just wide of the Springboro net. Back to Hayden, he's taking a one-timer off Landon's blocker, and he's able to pop it into his glove for a really solid save. So 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the game. Beaver Creek coming out for another line change. And it looks like it's Schrader, left wing, Vandenboss right wing, Malik center. I think Springboro won that face off and pull it back behind the net, but Beaver Creek keeping a lot of pressure on. Ethan's freshman this year has a great season so far. He's really strong. Got a really good crop of freshmen that came in this year. So got a strong future for Beaver Creek hockey. Springboro takes a shot. It actually deflected and was a little wide of the net, and Talon did get his mid over it, but there was kind of a delay in getting the whistle for that. So face-off will be just to his right. Yeah, they're running about 30-second shifts right now, which at this point in the game is absolutely appropriate. For those of you who are not familiar, there's an exercise concept called high-intensity interval training, HIIT, and Beaver Creek is your ultimate HIIT. There's lots of starts and stops and little breaks in between, so it fatigues the skaters pretty quick. So those short shifts are essential to keeping up a strong Strong plane. All right, just over 3 minutes remaining in the game. Beaver Creek still holds the lead. Looks like Chase is out for the face-off. Wins the draw back to the corner. Hayden pops it. It actually goes directly out from his stick, which could be considered to delay a game. So usually, if it goes unhindered from the defender out of the arena, out of the rink, without touching a defender or another player, that can be called as a delay of game. So no such call here. Oh, that was a clear that went up and bounced over J.P. Smith's stick. Otherwise, he was in a great position to try and pick it up. Chase comes in with a nice slap shot from the high slot. I think it went off the back of Gavin's leg and into the corner. Beaver Creek keeping up the pressure. Matthew Haywood going into the corner for the puck. JP gets it in front of the net, and it gets it stripped away just high of the crease. And Springboro clearing it to Hayden. Hayden able to pop it out, and it's back to neutral zone. Logan Wells picking it up and skating it in, looking for a backhanded shot, unable to get it. Oh man, that was a great shot. It was a great pickup. Springboro goal, so take that for what it's worth. They had Talon Patterson was just off to the side of the net. The whole right side was open. Puck popped out, and Huss was completely unguarded and was able to get the slap shot right in that open side. So good Springboro play. That makes it a 5-3 score. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Be curious to see if Springboro pulls their goaltender. Beaver Creek needs to keep up the pressure to prevent them from doing that. Drew is able to step up to the blue line, keep the puck in, has it stripped off, and now clock is not running again. This is the second time there's been a major clock issue with the game. So that's probably another 30 seconds right there that the arena staff has cheated us. Beaver Creek able to pop the puck out. They did, in all of that, pull the goaltender. And so I don't know if it was an intentional attempt at the goal or if... yeah, it looks like there's about 20 seconds they owe us on the clock, but the likelihood of us getting that's probably pretty slim. Somebody just called a timeout. I believe... It looks like Beaver Creek called the timeout, but I can't be certain about that. But we do have a timeout. Minute 50 seconds, minute 51 left on the clock. Score is 5-3. Beaver Creek's leading. So the temptation with an empty net is obviously to shoot the puck as soon as you can get your hands on it. The downside is if you don't get the goal, it is an icing call if you're even strength, which is the situation we're in right now. Springboro gets the extra attacker in place of the goalie, so it gives them the opportunity to put a lot more pressure on. So Beaver's going to have to be smart about how they play to maintain the lead here and finish this game with a strong win. So we have the advantage because we run the on-screen display for the YouTube folks, you guys. And if we're running our clock, we can usually tell what the differential is when the arena fails to run theirs, or vice versa. Obviously, we're usually syncing our clock up to theirs. So I think the call was it's about 26 seconds that they owe us off of this, but we're not going to see that. So Springboro's coming out. They have a one-man advantage. Skater-wise, they still have 6 on the ice, but they did pull their goalie. Beaver Creek's got to have smart defensive play to maintain their lead and then maybe expand it, but they can't get greedy either. So shot, Talon has a nice block. Matthew Haywood moving it up. Let's see Chase is aggressively pursuing it, but Springboro does have possession of it. Beaver Creek stands them up, high slot, and strips the puck, clear the zone. Now, Springboro did recover it, but it did take some time off the clock and prevent them from being able to do anything with it. Okay, shot up to Ethan Malik. Ethan Malik fans on it just on the other side of the red line. And looks like there's a high stick. That's Huss's. That's Huss's fourth penalty of the game. Usually there is a penalty limit in a tournament like this, and it could be 3, 4, maybe 5 penalties can result in them getting a game. Excuse me. Game misconduct, or even maybe getting prevented from playing in other games in the tournament. So he's kind of in dangerous territory right now. But he will be off the ice for the rest of the game unless Beaver Creek capitalizes and scores on this power play. Andrew Vandenbos moves it forward to Matthew Haywood. Matthew Haywood behind the net, skating out to the high slot, takes a shot. Andrew Vandenbos going into the corner, sends it back to Tyler. Tyler's getting ready to, he dumps it off to Hayden. Hayden shoots it in for a nice glove save by Landon. 39 seconds left on the clock. Beaver Creek does have the 5-3 lead. The toughest part of the power play the penalty for Springboro in this case is it prevents them from being able to pull their goalie and get the man advantage out there, the skater advantage. Beaver Creek won the draw on that, goes back to Hayden, takes a hard shot from top of the circles, deflected by Landon. Jerry Kristofchik is out there. He's another one of our new players this year. He's not a freshman. He has experience playing hockey, but he'd taken several years off. So this is his first year back. He's been doing great, and he is out there for a shift. Looks like Springboro, they were moving the puck up, trying to get some sort of offensive rush, and Hayden Drake was able to break that up. And Chase Neroth comes in and gets a buzzer buster goal right at the end for a final score of 6-3. There was like a second and a half left on the clock, and the ref just let it run down before he blew the whistle. But they did single the goal, so that is a 6-3 win for Beaver Creek to start the tournament, which is a great start for us. Kids will come out for the traditional handshake line. So there are some parts of sportsmanship that are common in hockey that you don't see in a lot of other sports, and this is definitely one. Lines are usually led by the goalies for the work that they do, and it's always good to see these kids showing respect to each other at the end of a hard-fought match. Coaches will finish up the line, and that does put Beaver Creek out for a 1-0 lead in the tournament. So skaters coming over, congratulating, thanking the refs also. So good. Again, good sportsmanship is a key part of it, and our coaches make sure that our skaters definitely show that. It's good to see. All right, with that, I am not doing stars of the game or hard hats or anything, although we probably have a couple easy stars if I were. So we've got a couple multiple goal scorers for this game. Andrew Vandenbos, let's see, trying to pull up I got a copy of the score sheet earlier on. So we'll just recognize the goal scorers. Of course, I don't have my glasses on, so looks like Andrew Vandenbos has 2, Hayden Drake has 1, Curve Miller has 1, and Chase Neroth has 1. So congratulations to those boys for a good hard game. And hey, they finally got the PA working. I know Ken always is anxious when they don't have the PA going. So they announced final score, but then they didn't actually say it. So there you go. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. We're gonna end the stream now, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for our first game tomorrow against Worthington Kilbourne for second game of the tournament. Thanks a lot. Bye.